Retired pastoral care chaplain Walter Glover understands the importance of actively maintaining his health. Spurred by his love of wellness, he turned his attention toward combating youth obesity. He never imagined his efforts to change his community would bring him across the world.
My beloved Aunt Angie, who helped raise me and was also my godmother, as a child, she was obese. And she was just very vigilant that that would never happen again. And she never wanted that to be an issue. That was imprinted on me at a very young age, this idea of wellness. For a couple of years, I've been fascinated by the elite men and women that are climbing the mountain. I mean, that started all this. Fast forward 12 months later, it's '06. It's the climbing season at Everest. Base camp was my adventure. I had the dream of the mountain, but I hadn't made the connection to fundraising at that point. Again, I think that was one of those grace moments, gifts, when I knew that I would be going to Kilimanjaro, and I knew that there were 7 summits, and I'm kind of thinking, is this something I can do? And it was a chance to raise money for a cause. Like mountains, it just grew and grew.
To date, Glover has raised over $100,000, summiting 5 of the 7 infamous peaks. Glover covers the entire cost of his trips, asking his supporters to pledge a dollar amount for every foot he climbs. All of the money raised goes to bringing L.I.F.E for Kids, a holistic youth obesity program, to St. Vincent hospitals in the area.
Kids learn how to eat correctly. Kids learn the importance and how to exercise correctly. There are behavioral therapists that help them understand how to implement these changes in their life. They have an Aunt Angie, someone that cares about them, and not just give them information, but give them formation techniques to make it happen.
Last year, however, Glover's efforts took a dramatic change of course. While training for Mount McKinley, he suffered a brutal fall. Though the fall resulted in only a few broken ribs, doctors made an unexpected discovery: 4 aneurysms, resulting in open heart surgery. Glover's spirit remained undeterred.
Dr. Hymanson, my cardiovascular surgeon, said, "Do you have any questions?" I said, "I only got one." He said, "What's that?" I said, "When can I return to the mountains?" And we agreed on a date. And I said, "Here's your assignment. When I get out of here, I want to be even stronger than I was when I came in here."
Less than a year later, he returned to the slopes, summiting Mount Rainier this summer.
It's important not to rest on your laurels. If 15 years ago, somebody would have knocked on my door and said, "Here's what your life is going to look like. You're going to get a master's in theology, you're going to provide pastoral care, and oh, by the way, you're going to try and climb the 7 summits." I would have said to that person, "You know, I'm sure you're right, but you're knocking on the wrong door. You need to go down the hallway." It isn't so much about the destination, it's about the journey. When you're on the summit, we don't learn from the summit. We learn when we climb to the summit.